Cowboys quarterback Dak Prescott is expected to miss several weeks with the hamstring injury. He said he felt something pull. He'd never felt anything like it before. Anybody who's had a hamstring injury knows it takes time to heal, and it looks like it's going to take some time, Devin.
It's a rough spot for the Cowboys. It was an uphill battle. I don't think many people put them in the playoffs for this year. But, once we watched Dak go down and the hamstring, I don't know what this team goes to and does. I don't know if they try to trade somebody right now with today being the deadline. I don't know. But I just know throughout this whole country, the amount of Cowboy fans every year, what you just spoke about, who unrealistically say the Cowboys are going to win the Super Bowl. This is the year. Every single year for them now in the beginning of November to look at their season and say it's over, that's going to be tough. And the hardest thing is going to be, what are these TV stations? What does everybody talk about now that they can't put the Cowboys on the first thing to talk about every single day? Because this is going to be a downward spiral for this team, losing a guy like Dak Prescott. And it might make a lot of people in Texas and Cowboy fans around the country realize how important Dak Prescott really is to this team, because he's a good quarterback and they haven't had to play a lot without him. And I think you're going to see the impact of this now.
Prescott's getting a second opinion regarding the condition. Could land on injured reserve, which would cause him to miss at least 4 games. Thanksgiving game is looming. It looks like it very well could be Cooper Rush. He's 5-1 as a starter in place of Dak Prescott. Devin, I look at this and I say, wait a minute. Isn't this a perfect opportunity to see what you have in Trey Lance? You traded for him. And I know it was part of this dance they were doing with Dak, like, hey, maybe Trey Lance will be our quarterback if we don't sign a new contract, which I don't think anyone believed. But this guy was a 3rd overall pick, victim of bad circumstance in San Francisco. By the time he was healthy, after breaking his ankle early in his second season, Brock Purdy had emerged. He just hasn't really had a chance. And in a year where we've seen Geno Smith and Sam Darnold and others I'm probably forgetting about that didn't work out in their first stop, why not see what Lance has? It's not like Cooper Rush. And I got a lot of respect for what Cooper Rush has done. It's not like he's going to fuel some sort of a playoff or Super Bowl run. Let's see what Trey Lance can do.
I agree with you. You know what you have in Cooper Rush. And again, this is no disrespect to Cooper Rush. He's probably going to play in this NFL for a long time, being a backup quarterback, being a guy that you can trust and can go in there and win. But, what is Trey Lance? Is Trey Lance just a backup quarterback? Is he a third string? What is he? And I look here and I'm like, you traded for the guy. You've been working with the guy. He's been on your team now. This is his second year. Put him out there. See what he can do. It was the same thing when Sam Darnold, they're playing against Washington. They're getting blown out. And it's like, put Bryce Young in there. The game's over. Let's see if he's improved. They put him in last week because Sam Darnold got in a car accident. It doesn't look good. This week he comes back and he gets a win against the Saints. So to me, with these young quarterbacks, when you get the opportunity to put them out there because of an injury or something happens, why not now see the development of those guys? Maybe they're not exactly where they need to be, but why not now get a time to check and see, all right, where is he? I think about Jordan Love throughout his career. The times Aaron Rodgers got hurt, Jordan Love went in there. It wasn't always good. Sometimes it was ugly. But those in-game experiences where it's not all on your shoulders and we're expecting you to do it for the whole season, you get those opportunities. It's real game experience that I think helps you ultimately. So, hey, whatever Trey Lance is or isn't, let's find out if I'm Dallas. Let's see, all right, maybe when Dak's contract comes to a point where we have an out, maybe we now know that we believe in Trey Lance and we move that direction. Maybe we know that it's not there and we stick with that. So it just seems like as an organization, you've been gifted this opportunity to go see what he can do. But in true Cowboy fashion, who knows if they'll actually take advantage of it?
Well, and they've got to see what they have in Lance because his contract expires after this season. He's going to be a free agent. Are they going to keep him around? What are they going to do? And I could see at some level Jerry Jones, who I think is very cheap and hides it well. If Lance comes in and plays well, that makes it more expensive to re-sign Trey Lance to be the backup next year because then other teams are going to realize he might have something and try to sign him in free agency. And I think at some level, the owner/general manager will think that way. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.